We all need water. To drink, to clean dishes, to wash our hands another 50 times today. And yet, people seem to take it for granted. Taps are left running. Bottles and bottles of water are wasted like nobody's business. Of course, we live in New York City. Tap water is considered the champagne of tap water. A shortage isn't something we think about. But the truth is, billions of people around the world lack access to clean water. And now, especially with climate change, water shortages have increased. Soon, a metropolitan area like New York City could be headed for a water crisis. To learn more about this situation, I spoke with Ellie Tillotson, who works for a nonprofit organization, WaterAid. Their goal is to provide clean water, reliable toilets, and good hygiene for everyone around the world.
So we transform lives by improving access to clean water, hygiene, and sanitation in the world's most vulnerable communities.
What are these basic facts and ideas that people should be aware of this global water crisis that people aren't usually that aware of?
And something that people don't realize here is how difficult it can be to get clean water. We are fortunate enough, for the most part here in the States and in New York City, to turn on our taps. And for many people in other communities, they have one in their entire community, if that. And I believe it's the foundation of life, because we need to drink water. We need to use water to clean our vegetables, to boil our food, to brush our teeth and wash our clothes. It's something that a lot of people don't think about, is just how challenging it is to access clean water. And when we're talking about developing countries, places like Africa, you dig deep into the ground to find the clean water. Other places like Nepal, for example, are mountainous regions, and we use rainwater harvesting systems. So depending on the region, that kind of determines what type of water project we implement. WaterAid doesn't just come in and build the well. We teach the community how to uphold it, how to fix it if there's a problem. And what's really important is we're providing jobs for those people. We don't want to be the person that comes in, temporarily fixes a problem, and leaves, because things do break. So that's why it's important to teach the community, hey, this is how you fix this problem. Or while we're making the well, while we're building the well initially, they help oftentimes the community. So it's something that can be everlasting. Sustainability is really key to WaterAid's mission.
But can a water crisis happen in a place like New York City, do you think?
Yes, I think it definitely can. Because New York City's water supply is unfiltered, I guess an aggressive program of watershed protection is essential to protect it at the source. The greatest threat to New York's watershed is keeping it unpolluted. That's how we would have a problem if the infrastructure it's continuing to age, right? The infrastructure is continuing to age, and that's where we'll have a problem if the water is polluted. It can definitely happen. It can happen anywhere, New York City or another metropolitan area.
What can we do perhaps to shift things to a better place?
There's so many things that people can do, from fundraising, of course, because fundraising brings in income, but it also shares the word about WaterAid's mission. Similar to fundraising, but also donating. And then be grateful for what we have. That's something that people don't often think about, is we're quite fortunate to have clean water, and there are people who don't. So share the mission, get involved, volunteering, but mostly spreading the word.
So it's not all bad news. Work from the people at WaterAid have supported millions of lives across the globe. By educating ourselves and holding the people in power accountable for climate change, we can ensure clean water will be with us in the long run. Start supporting organizations like WaterAid and understand that the right to clean water applies to us all. Let's make every drop count.
I do believe that someday I will be out of a job because we will have clean water everywhere. Share our mission, share a mission that you're passionate about, because somehow it does connect to clean water. And I hope that everyone continues to educate themselves, whether that be reading books or listening in your college classes or listening to a podcast, whatever it may be, but never stop learning about how you can make the world a better place. Because there are so many issues, whether it be in the world or the US, social justice, clean water, hygiene education, so many different things. But find something that you're passionate about, share it with the world, and do something to make the world a better place.